Welcome to Features in 5, our series of 5-minute lessons about enhancements to Penny, our investment partnership accounting software. In this lesson, we'll explore our reconciliation feature, which helps simplify the process of reconciling external information with Penny balances created during period processing. In the next 5 minutes, you'll learn about the Penny reconciliation feature, how to use it to import external fund data, and how to reconcile that data with your Penny fund data. You'll also see how to export the data to an Excel file and learn about the available reports that display reconciled data. So, let's get started. First, all the reconciliation features are found on the Extras tab under Shadow Reconciliation. The reconciliation feature enables you to import an external fund file to reconcile with your Penny fund data. You do this using the Shadow Balances Import utility. The fund data can be at the investor, role, series, and group level. To reconcile your Penny data with differences found in the external data, you set fund-specific thresholds for each type of balance that will be compared. During reconciliation, Penny flags the differences, and you can choose to override the Penny balances that are within the thresholds with the external data. For each field in your data file, you can set a threshold as an amount or percentage, or set to ignore it completely. So, we've imported our external data, and we've set our thresholds. We're ready to perform our reconciliation. Our Shadow Reconciliation screen lists the external files that have been imported and can be reconciled. We select a period start date and fund and click Reconcile. The screen then displays the fund investor information, and, side by side, we see the current balances in the Penny capital tables, as well as the external data balances that have been imported. These external values are referred to as administrator data. You can view the data discrepancies that surpass the thresholds, which are flagged in dark red, and the data discrepancies that are within the thresholds, flagged in light red. You can modify this data display in a few ways. For example, you can show only the fields or columns that have differences in data, and you can hide the investor names. And note that all of this information displays in Penny data grids, so you can manipulate the data as usual by specifying filter parameters and dragging the column headings to another position. So, let's reconcile some of the Penny fund data that is within the thresholds. We select the Apply checkbox for the appropriate investor and click Save. Those Penny values are overridden with the external data values. Note that you can only reconcile periods that are not locked. All of the data, including all of the threshold differences, can be exported into an Excel file. In addition to the Shadow Reconciliation screen, you can also perform a reconciliation using the Period screen. A Reconcile button displays if external fund information has been imported. And here's a quick note. Once you have performed a reconciliation, if you need to reverse it and reclose the period, the Penny balances revert back to their original values. A Reapply True-Ups button will display on the Period screen, enabling you to reapply those reconciled values once again to your Penny balances. For reporting, your reconciled data is available on all of Penny's capital reports, statements, and management fee and incentive fee reports. There is also a new report, the Shadow Reconciliation Audit, which displays, for a period start date and fund, the differences in Penny data that have been adjusted from the external fund file. So, now you know about the Penny reconciliation feature, how to import external fund data, and how to reconcile that external data with your Penny data. You also know how to export your reconciled data to an Excel file, and the available reports that display reconciled data. So that wraps up our lesson about the reconciliation feature. If you'd like more information, please contact your Client Relationship Manager. You can also visit the Penny Help file at any time by pressing F1 on your keyboard or selecting Help from the window menu. Until next time, thanks for watching our Features in 5.